Welcome to The Bald Guy Cooks. This is The Bald Guy, and this basic skills lesson is boiling pasta. I think a lot of people are confused by it. Just follow the instructions. They're on the box, they're on the bag. So I'm going to add salt. It doesn't say to add salt, but it does add a little flavor to it. And then I'm going to also just add a little oil. We use olive oil. That just keeps it from frothing up and boiling over if you're really boiling. So take a look in the pan here and you'll see there's boiling water. There's different levels of boil. There's a simmer, there's a boil, there's a hard boil. We're in a boil right now and going into a hard boil here pretty soon. So zoom back out and let's just read those darn instructions. I hate reading instructions, but so in this box there's 12 ounces and it tells you that there are 2 ounces per serving, so there's 6 servings in this box. I don't really believe that, but that's what they say. I mean, it's maybe a little smaller eating. And so this is spaghetti. Typically keep spaghetti in the house. You can use it instead of linguine, you can use it instead of angel hair pasta, you can use it for any other recipe essentially except maybe lasagna, which you still could use spaghetti. So I'm going to, since we're cooking for 2 in our house, half of this would be for 3. So I'm just going to cook a little more just in case we're still hungry. And I'm just going to take half of the pasta out and seal the box back up and put that in the pantry. So they say this is a meal for 3, maybe an Italian meal. Americans, we eat a little more, so just in case. I'm going to snap it in half because I hate long pasta. You can keep it long and just slowly add it to the pan. Yeah, a couple pieces jumped out on me here. I hate that. So, and the trusty tongs come out again. These are worth their weight in gold, friends. And just kind of let it settle in. And just stir it a little bit. That kind of keeps them separated so they don't stick. And then in the directions say boil for 9 minutes to get to an al dente. So we'll come back in about 8.5 minutes and have pasta. Okay, and we are back. Now the box said 9 minutes, it's been about 5, so you can trust to a certain degree. I always just keep an eye on stuff. Over the years in the kitchens that I worked at, I burnt stuff all the time because I trusted the clock versus just knowing when they were coming up. So I mentioned coming to al dente, and essentially what that means, I think it's Italian for to the tooth. So when you bite it, you feel a little bite back. It's not all soggy. And another way that I just love, because this is fun, especially the kids love it, is the old up against the wall technique. So I'm going to throw it up on the cabinet. Oh, I didn't have a good throw. If it sticks, it's good. That's another rule there. I'll just throw that up there just for the fun of it. And so at this point, what we're wanting to do is get the heat off get the pasta out of the water. I'm going to take a little bit of reserve water because if I want to loosen the sauce up, if you're making pasta sauce, it's nice. Hot pads, towel, whatever. Make sure the heat is off before you grab it, because if you put it down here and the heat's blazing, you're going to burn your knuckles and drop the pan. And always make sure everybody's out of the way when you're taking pasta to the sink. Also, don't have soap in your sink. If you've been washing dishes, I've dumped a whole load of pasta in the colander and there was soap in it. So we had soapy pasta and that stinks. So let's bring it over and just slowly, I have a colander. Let me show you what that colander, the thing with the holes in it. And just slowly pour it in so you're not splashing boiling water all over yourself or your loved ones. Remember, cooking's all about you and what you like, so don't burn yourself. And so if you are taking this and putting it into a sauce, you can just take it right there. I like to sauce the pasta versus putting spaghetti on a plate and then putting sauce over it. It just absorbs a lot more of the flavor. So that is cooking pasta.